The Department of Defense said the rodent population has increased in recent months due to warmer temperatures and abundant food. The report said abundant food from fields left the blood due to this year's mild autumn and conflicts likely contributed increase in rodent population. As the weather gets colder, animals probably take refuge in vehicles and defensive positions. The rodents will put more pressure on the morale of the frontline fighters. They also pose a risk to military equipment by gnawing cables, as was recorded in the same area during the Second World War. Unconfirmed reports also show that Russian troops are beginning to suffer from increased cases of disease, which troops attribute to the pest problem. Updated at 10.16 set 9 minutes ago. 12.53 set London Mayor Sadiq Khan announced that he supports the plan send vehicles with low emission standards to be scrapped under a new plan Ukraine for use in combat. After Khan signaled earlier that vehicles were against the attempt to be sent to war zone, a U-turn was reported. He said the move would not benefit Londoners. But now, in a joint letter with former Defence Minister Ben Wallace, he called on the Transport Minister make it possible to donate appropriate vehicles Ukraine through scrapping plans for Londoners and others across the country. The Telegraph wrote this is by changing national regulations on disposal certificate, which is necessary as evidence permanent scrapping of a vehicle. Instead, it can be done in fastest way to make possible export suitable vehicles to Ukraine, a registered charity or national program. While providing vital support to Ukrainian people, we are optimistic that you will work with us to ensure that Londoners and others across the country can receive money in exchange for removing polluting vehicles from streets of our cities. 31 minutes ago, financial institutions supporting 12.31 set Russian military industry complex will be blacklisted by the United States after President Joe Biden signed an administrative order yesterday that prohibited banks under sanctions from accessing American financial system. In a column in Financial Times, U.S. Deputy Treasury Secretary Wally Adeyemo said, "This announcement makes it clear that those who finance and facilitate the operations of goods entering battlefield will face serious consequences." A senior U.S. official told the FT that Russia spent a significant amount of time and resources using financial intermediaries by knowing or not to avoid restrictions. The apparent success these tactics has led U.S. raise bar and threaten closed-door institutions that are party puncture of sanctions aimed at weakening Russia in midst its war with Ukraine. A senior U.S. official told the newspaper what we are trying to do is pursue materials that are key. Russia's ability to produce war weapons. They need to use the financial system to get these materials, which makes the financial system a potential point of bottleneck. And this is a